following California, I really didn't want to do another episode. um, just because we didn't do so hot, and we're in the very, very tough speedway portion of the season right now. It's a little rough. All right, so a few small changes will be going forward. So I will be still using the mod tools overlay system, but I will use it on a more personal side just to kind of keep you guys up to date about what's going on around the track. I've been putting it in for the videos, and it's just so weird being on the right side. It's obscuring the track map right now. It's obscuring other parts of the map. Now, I probably could have shrunk it just a little bit, and I could probably talk to AJ about that at some point. But as it stands right now, it's kind of an eyesore for our purposes only within our series. I don't want that to be an eyesore, and I don't want you guys to feel like there's an eyesore on the screen. So we'll be getting rid of that. Now, I did ask you guys if you guys could come up with an idea for me. And that idea was very simple. Now, first of all, I'm going to open up the Mod Master tool. Okay. This is how we're going to create these backstories for these guys. Now, hear me out. I have been sitting here trying to go through this stuff for a while. We've done it. We've done everything we need to do. Had to do all that to finalize the pack. There's a whole lot here within the Mod Master tool, as well as a rival ally system, as well as live tools that we could use to do things. Now, we have pit crews members that we could easily just rename if we wanted to. But these are the guys that were already in the game. They've already been assigned a first name and a last name. Of course, we never get to see those first names. I don't know if AJ found out that these guys already had these names prior to, but we now have our pit crew names. So, front tire carrier, Zach Rennick. Front tire changer, Earl Colpitt. Rear tire carrier, Bo Fabre. Like Favre, but Fabre. Anyways, rear tire changer is Henry Clark. Jackman, Avi Rojas. Gasman, Olga Fulwelling. Catchcan man, Sean Newman. Chassis builder is Curtis Dufoam. Crew chief is Gordon Mosling. Engine builder is Josh Spoto, and our fabricator is Eric Wallace. So I will try my best throughout the entire season going forward. I don't plan on firing these guys, by the way. And if I do, it would probably be storyline related, just to let you know. But as it stands right now, my goal will be trying to use these guys' names to help enhance and or tell the story a little bit better of our little Honda team. So all these guys are Honda people. Now, if you want me to change any of their names, don't hesitate to let me know. But as it stands right now, these are the names of the guys in which we were automatically assigned by NASCAR Thunder 04. And I'm always down to making any other names. But as it stands right now, they all got their own little backstories, which means from here on out, they should all be getting called by name throughout the rest of the series. Okay? So, now that we got that out the way, we have to go to Las Vegas in the Honda Civic Type R. Don't worry, no scoring pylon today. I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments to talk to me about the scoring pylon, if we should maybe put it up every so often, maybe going forward. Not in this episode. I don't want to, do it before I get y'all's consensus on it. The Daytona 500 has recently happened at the time of this episode coming out. Did your driver win? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, with our 51 rated car and our 2 championships back to back, we'll head to Las Vegas, this time with a much different look. Let's head to the Gamble City. All right, first laps of qualifying here. Car came to the line really slow. Wow, car's tight. Car was really bad tight there. We're not going to have a good qualifying here. I might have to make a few small adjustments to the car in happy hour to get myself happy. I'll work with the crew chief on that as soon as we get back to the garage, because this is not going to be a good lap. If it is, I'd be surprised. I think the biggest shock right now is the fact that we qualified 36th right now, which means we're not in provisional land. In a few races time, by the way, anybody who is outside the top 36, yes, that includes your favorite driver. If they are outside of the top 36 in the standings, there is a chance that they will not actually make the show because we will be going to provisionals. I'll take it. 23rd is not bad. Now let's work on the car, make it better.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing has hit the jackpot this week as we come to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for today's UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. What are your thoughts on this race?
The drivers need to get a good feel for this track early on. With all the green flag laps they run here, if you make a mistake early on or miss an adjustment in your first stop, your race will quickly become worse and worse.
Jeff Gordon started out his career with a big splash, didn't he?
In 1992, Jeff Gordon became the first driver to ever win Rookie of the Year in both the NASCAR Winston and Busch Series.
The 53 car is going to keep his spotter busy tracking who's friendly to him and who's not.
Well, sometimes you just get along better with certain drivers on and off the track than you do with others. He should remember that having friends in the garage is a lot better than having enemies, though.
Michael Waltrip has been working hard in qualifying all season, and it really shows.
Yes, but don't forget, it takes a lot of people working together to get that car starting in the top 10 every week.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, some early race headlines is that I was the highest qualified Honda, but I don't think it will last long. I worked with my crew chief, Gordon Mosling, to go back through some of the notes that we had for the old Pontiac and see if we could find something. We may have found something that's going to be good on the short term, but long term, we're just going to struggle no matter what happens. So we'll just have to kind of buckle down for 59 straight laps and see what we can do. Since we're 23rd, I will let you know that Joe is now 36th. Steven is 40th. AJ Allmendinger is 41st, or now 42nd as of right now. And Bill Elliott failed to qualify as Mike Bliss got into the show along with Morgan Shepherd. For those that were interested in John Andretti information, John Andretti is 38th. So that's how it looks. Matt Kenseth is currently leading over Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin, by the way. Jimmy Johnson is 4th. I just got passed by Bobby Labonte. Car is really bad. By the way, I still haven't gotten the 18 car fixed, so that 31 singular wireless is actually JJ Gailey. I'm still working on that. Just bear with me, guys. We got to get the episodes out, and I spent most of my week last week doing the Daytona stuff for iRacing. So, sorry. NASCAR Thunder kind of took a small back seat as I got, back into the swing of iRacing. Sterling Marlin is now currently pressuring me for 28th. And I'm just going to let him have it. Joe Agee is going to get by me in 29th. There's Dale Jarrett and Stephen W1323. Both of them have gotten by. Ricky Craven is working on my rear.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for. Just 6 seconds separates you and the leader. All clear, buddy.
Rumor has it that Ricky Craven is going to go part-time sometime in a few weeks. So just be aware, guys, we may not have Ricky Craven going forward this season. Things have been real tight over there at PPI Motorsport. Kevin Harvick is leading Matt Kenseth and Jimmy Johnson right now. And Bobby Labonte has worked his way up to 17th since getting by me.
Someone got by you. Let's go.
I'll let the other Honda driver, AJ Allmendinger, go by.
33-23. We need a little more speed. Leader's interval's about 9 seconds. Take care of your car. We'll get him. Carlo.
Car is just uncharacteristically tight. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's really tight. I have made an adjustment on this car. I have adjusted the springs. We've adjusted everything we can, but the car just does not feel like it has that grip, that grip that is necessary to be here on this track. It is kind of funny, by the way, to see Paul Menard on the track near Michael Waltrip, knowing that Michael Waltrip just left DEI at the end of last season.
55 car up high. I'd like to see him stay back there.
Really just let Robbie Gordon go by. Robbie just blew by on the inside. I'm fighting these other two so bad. And for the record, the deck lid is open. Deck lid may have opened a few laps ago.
Gotta pick it up a little.
Jimmy Johnson is now the leader
Leave him behind you.
over Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, and Casey Kane. Ryan Newman, top 5. Matt Kenseth has fallen down to 6th with Kurt Busch in 7th. In case anybody is wondering who is in last place, it's Morgan Shepherd. I'm pretty sure y'all can see how far off the pace he is.
Got one outside. That pass was for position. Nice job. You're clear.
I'm not trying to get into Paul Menard,
We don't want him getting beside us.
but
33, 67. That lap was kind of slow. Pick it up. Hold it steady. 3 wide.
I don't think the 80 will hit.
3 wide.
Probably because Paul Menard is protected.
3 wide. Hold that line. We're down a spot. Keep digging. All clear, buddy.
Being 3 wide going into 3 and 4 with a car that is this tight would have just been a recipe for disaster for us. We would have wound up washing up the track and probably getting into the wall. Well, if it isn't my own karma coming back to get me here. So Paul Menard doesn't like me now because I got into him. But we do have some cars coming down pit road really early here. Only lap 12. Of course, I was just told low fuel, so that means we should be making 2 or even 3 stops today. But this is good. I get to relax. I get to, when I say relax, I mean physically I get to just mind my business and just make some laps. Just make the laps here. I have nobody around me, no pressure any further. Car is not damaged, by the way. There is no damage on the car despite the deck lid popping open. So we've got to work with Honda to fix these cars. That Paul Menard undercut's going to come back to bite me. He undercut the heck out of us. So I'm currently 12. That's great. I wish there was a caution midway through these through this pit cycle. But we're going to come down pit road. Okay. 4 tires and fuel. No changes. I just need Zach Rennick, Earl Cupid, Bo Faber, Henry Clark, Avi Rojas, Boga Flewelling, Sean Newman, Curtis Dufone, the one car of Martin Truex Jr. to get the heck out of my way. Anyways, let's get 4 tires and fuel. Come on, boys. Come on. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Come on. Give me 4 tires and fuel. Oh, come on. Rear tire changer. Henry Clark. Wow. Why? Why would you do that, Henry?
Watch the guys on the track.
We are dead last. We are behind Morgan Shepherd. And we're also officially lapped because that's Casey Kane that just passed me. That is the 5th place driver, Casey Kane, that just passed me. As Dale Jarrett led another lap here. Well then, we do know we can go 15 laps on fuel. Jeremy Mayfield is in front of me. He's a lap down. So is Morgan Shepherd. Jimmy Johnson is leading with Ryan Newman and Kevin Harvick. Should have went down half around on a wedge.
You're clear. Number 2 is putting a block on you.
And just look at the difference in speed between us and Kurt Busch. Dude just drove by and just was gone. He even gapped Jeremy Mayfield in front of me. Like, my goodness. We're just this bad. We're this far in the mud with the Honda.
Hold your line. You're still there.
All I can hope for now is that a caution comes out so I can, you know, bunch up with some of these other lappers. Can't believe it.
32, 44. That's the quickest one so far. Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast.
There goes Denny Hamlin.
Keep an eye on your mirror.
Anybody getting NASCAR Thunder 03 vibes from this series already? From this one season? Like, I'm getting NASCAR Thunder 03 vibe.
Car high. Gained another spot.
Excuse me, Morgan Shepherd.
Clear on both sides.
Morgan Shepherd literally went up into the wall. I literally heard him hit the
32,
wall.
96.
Attaboy, keep it smooth, just like that. Try to keep him behind you. Easy now.
David Strimmy has
Number
been
17,
lapped.
up high. All clear, buddy. The 17.
I just hit the wall.
Flying a block.
First time I've actually hit the wall all day. I think the difference for us is that we're not getting the cornering that the other guys are getting. The other guys are getting great corners. We're not.
33,
We are
81.
just that bad.
The 19 car is passing low. Number 19 is down low. Everything okay with the car? Clear all around.
No, everything is not okay with the car today, guys. Not at all. We're just really, really, really tight. This is a struggle today. But I believe in the Honda power, right, guys? We believe in Honda.
33, 84.
It will come to us. I mean, Dockside, if it weren't for all the rivals that apparently put a bounty out on my head by Ford and Chevy, I do feel like we honestly could have had an even better race there at Dockside. So there are positives. California, questionable. Las Vegas, oh yeah, no, we're kind of bad here. The rest of the season, though, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we'll be fine. We just gotta keep making laps, keep the car as clean as possible, and don't do as much damage to it, right? AJ Allmendinger currently leading all Honda drivers in 23rd, where I qualified, with Steven and Joe being 28th and 30th. I don't appreciate Martin Truex Jr. right now because, you know, he slowed us up so much on pit road. And we already have a slow pit crew.
33, 27.
Good lap. Gas tank is at half.
Got one inside.
But he is the Daytona 500 winning Martin Truex Jr. So I guess I can just let him go.
Your right front tire's a little worn. Careful now.
A couple of drivers have started making pit stops here.
All clear, buddy.
Got no choice but to let Bobby Labonte go too. I've got no choice but to let any of these guys go.
Got one down low.
That includes Dave Blaney, who was just sitting on the sidelines last season in the 23 car.
Got some cars headed down pit road.
Okay, we're clear.
I forgot Jeff Gordon didn't like me. That man just tried vehicular manslaughter.
All clear, buddy.
And a second time. Well, that's going to make things interesting.
37, 20.
We are a lap down. And Jeff Gordon just ruined his own race trying to take me out. Jeff Gordon ruined his own race trying to take me out. What? Jeff Gordon was running in the top 10. The dude was 10th. What are you doing, Jeff? You know what? It's whatever. Rivals get what rivals deserve. And he's a rival, so he decided to run into me and wreck me. Now I'm going to repair the damage. We're going to go down half a round on wedge. And I would have taken like a nice little wave around, but I don't think it would have worked because we're already low on fuel. We would have come off pit road, and we still would have had to make a green flag pit stop, which means we would have lost more time to maybe even Morgan Shepherd and all of them. So wouldn't have been good at all. Jeff Gordon wrecked himself. Imagine wrecking yourself for the guy running in like 40th at the time. I was 40 for like 40th or 41st. Imagine ruining your race for that. Anyways, I'm glad that my crew chief, Gordon Mosling, is of level mind and everything, because that half a round down may help just a little bit here. I got beat by JJ Yelling on pit road. Alrighty, let's go. So situation is Jimmy Johnson is a lap down in the 48 car. Steven is now 4th, leading Hondas. AJ Allmendinger, who was leading everybody, is now 39th. That should tell you everything you need to know. I'm gonna have to let Mark Martin go by. I can't hold him up.
Keep him behind you if you can.
So 27th on back to me in 39, 36 are 1 lap down.
34, 44. 3 wide. Hold that line. The 20 car is still there. Be careful. Using up those tires.
Trying to get the car back under me here. Struggling. Joe is 18.
The leaders are pitting.
There's going to be several cars pitting under green flag, which includes Steven. Who is Steven's crew chief? Do I need to fire that guy?
313. Keep it up. Green flag. Got one outside. Go easy on those Eagles, driver. Number 1.
I can't do anything. Yeah, Joe, just go. Just go. I will do my best, because you are now 16th in the
We don't
standings.
want him getting beside us. Someone got by you. Let's go after it.
Yeah, I got to let them go. I can't fight them. We don't have the car to fight.
33, 66. That's what I'm talking about. Nice lap. The 88 car up high.
Steven's a lap down here right in front of me.
38 car is outside. Don't let him by, but try not to hold him up either. You gained another position with that pass. Number 38 is still there. Make it easy. Number 8 is putting a block on you.
In theory, we still need to make one more pit stop. We can only go 15, so we would have to pit sometime around lap 44.
Picked off another position.
Which means I think everybody still has to go one more, which includes Steven and Joe. So Steven may look like a genius if he stays out and another caution comes out and he takes that caution and then pits to the end. So I think Steven will have to be aggressive with his crew chief, and I will be fine with that as a team. Just be aggressive. Tell the guy you're coming in now. I don't know how the order is really all jumbled up right now, but the order is absolutely
33, 63. Run some more like that one. That's another rearview mirror. Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
Dude, David Strimmy is holding everybody up, and I can't even get to David Strimmy. If y'all knew exactly how hard I was turning the wheel, aka using the analog stick, I would have broken my controller by now. We do have somebody who is blowing up on the backstretch coming down to pit road. I will get more information on who that is shortly.
We don't want him getting beside us. All right. Clear all around.
But if it's anybody who I think it is, it might be Morgan Shepherd, who is now blowing his motor.
Got one high. Your right front tire's a little worn. Careful now. We're falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy.
I've had to let AJ Allmendinger go.
33, 53. That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy. The 26 car isn't going to let you by easily.
See, everyone's got better cornering than me. For whatever reason, my car just wants to fishtail it out, man.
We're down a spot. Keep digging.
And there's no way I can keep going forward like this. But as long as I stay ahead of the 98, I guess I'll be fine. It'll be 37th.
The 7 car is right.
We've done nothing but lose position. What is this car's lack thereof of grip, and why? How can I get rid of it? Please, please let me get rid of this horrible driving system
56.
that we have. What is this car?
Got one high.
Might be time for a new left rear tire.
Clear on both sides. Car high. Number 19 is coming right. Everything okay?
I'm literally fighting for my life. Everything okay with the car?
He's still there.
Well, Gordon, no, everything is not okay with the car.
Still there.
This is probably by far one of the worst cars I think I've ever driven ever in my life.
19 car is outside. Number 19 is still there.
I don't even think it's a setup issue. I just think the car itself just can't grip the corners here in Las Vegas. As I get into the wall again, thank you for Jeremy Mayfield for not running me over, but now Todd Bodine is getting away. The car is about to spin itself out. This is
Some of the leaders
horrible.
are coming in together.
35, 59.
We can only go 15 laps. So I think if we go one more, we should be fine.
Save your tires.
And as long as Henry Clark doesn't have any problems, I think we'll be okay.
You're making me nervous. Get in here for some gas.
Dude, we've just got to stick to the plan, man. I thought we had a plan.
35, 63.
What do you mean I'm keep making you nervous?
Car inside.
I can't hold the car. But the car is trying to spin. The car is trying to spin. Okay, come on.
19 car is inside.
Come on, just got to get to pit road.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road. Several of the crews now
Okay,
on the wall
we're gonna bring it down.
should be scheduled.
The car is still really tight.
Heading down pit road. Good chance for the teams to make changes. We'll see who can win the race.
I'll take the car wanting to wreck itself near the end of the run if it means I can get some turn in at the very beginning. So we're gonna go down a full round on wedge.
Begins the service of this machine. This is
We're in Vegas, baby. We got to gamble. If we gamble it, that's good. If we don't, it's going to continue to be a long day running at the back. Joe and Steven are currently 20th and 21st with AJ Allmendinger now 34th because I believe he's already made his pit stop. And everything.
that's what the team needed. No mistakes. Good stuff.
You got some traffic. Easy on the merge. Number 12 is outside. Clear all around.
Car's a little unstable, but you know what? I'll take it. We're 38th.
You're clear.
There's some leaders coming in.
Got past Sterling Marlin. Of course, we got some leaders coming in.
23. Number 31 now low.
Go easy on those Eagles, driver. I'd like to see him stay back.
Okay, car might be just
Okay.
a hair too loose. We're fishtailing in every aspect of the track. But you know what? I'm okay with this. Because the car now has a little bit of turn in here on lap 46 of 59.
Car high. 33 and 50.
Wow, you're fast.
And we're only 2 laps down.
17 isn't going to let you by easily.
Keep him behind you if you can. Be careful. You're using up those tires.
I'm not trying to block anybody, but could y'all do me a favor and not be there? That includes you, Jeff Burden.
3 wide. Clear on both sides.
The goal now is just to stay out the way.
Car high. 33.
Just try my best to finish in the top 40.
You're clear.
You let him by. He's gonna make things tough.
As Robbie Gordon, John Andretti, and Greg Biffle are the last couple of cars still circulating. I think Biffle really got screwed by the Jeff Gordon debacle. Hey, Carl Edwards. Good to see you again. You're not gonna, you know, Brad Keselowski me, right?
The 14 car, it's up high. You're clear. Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
So this has been a very horrendous race for us today. Good news is, Joe is carrying the banner for Honda NekoDarius Racing in 15th. With Steven 30th and AJ Allmendinger being 32nd. So we're scattered and littered throughout the field, but it's not looking too great. Kurt Busch is currently your race leader over Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Casey Kane, and Matt Kenseth. Jeff Burton in the 31 is currently 6th.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
The 25 car, it's up high. Number 25 is gonna make it hard for you to get around him. Clear all around.
Trying to stay out of Joe's way.
Gotta keep him behind you.
Go for it, Joe. You've got this. I don't know what's wrong with my car today, but I wish I had your setup. Great. I think going down a full round was probably not the smartest idea. But again, we're out here in the city where you gamble, so we gambled and we lost this gamble. We definitely lost this gamble. This gamble was a bad gamble, but it's okay. I will take it in stride. Oh, come on, Paul Menard.
Okay, we're clear.
Don't kick me when I'm already down.
Gas tank is at half.
Clear.
Actually, yeah, kick me while I'm down so Steven can look even better and get by you.
Best place for him is in your rear view mirror.
I am racing Greg Biffle and Robbie Gordon right now. They are coming, and yellow's out.
The yellow flag is out as the field races back to the yellow flag. The front stretch is blocked. There's an accident. Yellow flag as they race.
Don't know what the yellow is for, but you know what? I'll take it because that means that I just might beat Robbie Gordon and Greg Biffle.
34.
And that means that Joe may finish 15th. What happened? The 22 car of Dave Blaney. You know, he fell. He really went backwards. Just a spin. Just a spin. Okay. Good job, Dave Blaney. Well, we're not going to pit. And that brings this race to a close. We will be 38th. Joe finishes 15th. So top 15 for Joe, which means I believe he gets more points than had he finished in 16th. So good for Joe. Great for Steven and AJ Allmendinger.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, the fans probably would have liked to see more excitement. Now, I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of cautions.
The 53 car would like to have finished a lot better, I'm sure.
Well, he gave it all he had, and that's all you can ask of any driver.
The 53 car may have some friends out on the track after this one.
Normally, these guys are so competitive that a driver has to work his tail off for every spot. But when you have some friends out there, you can occasionally catch a break. And that can help a bunch because every position and every 1/10 of a second counts.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. We'll see you next week at Atlanta.
Boy, that was a bad race for us. Not good. Not good at all. We did have a lot of lead changes, though. 10 lead changes for that matter. Kurt Busch led the most laps over Jimmy Johnson, who finished 31st, by the way. Imagine this. Jimmy Johnson qualified in the top literal 5. Got caught off guard by that caution because his own teammate decided to run into me, get destroyed by the 25 car, and just so happened to blow his fuel cell on probably some of the lightest contact I think I've ever seen from Jeff Gordon. I literally was body slamming this man's car all season long last season, and he did not DNF. But when I'm sitting here struggling out here on the track, suddenly he just DNFs. Okay. Whatever. We're not gonna split hairs over it. Kevin Harvick led some laps, like 10 laps. Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton and Mark Martin all led a lap. So that's great. Top 10 is Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Casey Kane, Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, Martin Truex Jr., Bob Labonte, Carl Edwards, and Tony Stewart. To find out where we finished, you need to go all the way to the bottom. Like when I say all the way to the bottom, I mean literally the last page. We finished 38th. For the record, 2 laps down. 2 laps down is where we finished. Morgan Shepherd DNF'd with a horrible motor issue, and Jeff Gordon finished 45th. So. We're absolutely cooked. Cooked. Sell the team. Just sell it. Sell it. I want to sell my stake back to GM. I will become a GM driver at this point. No, I won't. I won't become a GM driver. I don't even want to look at the points. But you know what? We'll look at the points because you guys like points. By the way, with Kurt Busch's win, that is our 4th different winner in all 4 races this season. So really good parity in the field with Matt Kenseth still leading the standings over Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. in your top 5. Casey Kane is 6th. Ryan Newman 7th. Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Burton are your top 10. We were 20th going into that race. We are now 23rd. We are still on the backward slide that we have seen all season long. The good news is that AJ Allmendinger is currently on that bubble to make it every race so far. I mean, JJ Yeley wouldn't. John Andretti is struggling this season. Not sure why John Andretti is struggling. As you guys know, PPI Motorsports and Ricky Craven are having some issues. As a matter of fact, I think that this is only his 2nd race this season. So yeah, they are definitely a part-time program for the 32 PPI Motorsports vehicle, as well as Mike Bliss, Todd Bodine, Travis Kvapil has only made a race. Scott Riggs has been struggling to make races also. I did not realize that Scott Riggs hasn't even made a start this season so far. His last start was what? First race of the season? I haven't seen Scott Riggs all season. Hey, Paul Menard made 1 start and finished better than I did, as he actually did do much better. He finished 28th. So Paul Menard, ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT, Paul Menard. Bill Elliott, of course, part-time driver, just trying to lend some help to Honda, but 49th in the standing, so he would have to qualify in. Morgan Shepherd, of course, just had to qualify in, and it is going to be a very long season for us at this point. The good news is, as you can probably see at the bottom of the scroll down here, we did get our engine, body, and chassis overhauled or repaired and or overhauled. So that means we'll have fresh equipment going into my home track of Atlanta Motor Speedway. So great on our chassis builder and all that. Oh, wait, I just realized something. I told you guys the wrong names for each of these people. That's probably why my rear tire changers suck. I just realized that. I did not hit the button that said refresh from game. I'm that bad. So anyways, chassis builder is Paul Shirley. So you can see that there. Morgan Pinseco is our engine builder, and Brian Strausser is our body or fabricator. The rear tire changer that had the problems was Ryan Ilko. We'll work with him in due time. So for the record, look real quick right here. You see this? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I bring it up for you guys. Let's make sure with the you see this? Sorry for there being black screens. It usually happens. I was wrong on all their names because AJ, who made the mod, reminds people to hit the refresh from game button. So yeah. That's why they struggled. That's why they struggled so bad, was because I got their name wrong. Shows me how much I know about my team, huh? So we're not going to do anything for the chassis and the engines yet. And I really wanted to do maybe an overhaul on some of these things, but $109,000 is just way too big of a hit on our equipment, on our budget. We can repair the first engine, and I think I will do that because in 86 condition, it's lost 3 points of power, 1 point of efficiency, which means that engine will be bleeding power, and our car body, we just have no downforce in it right now. So I do think maybe repairing the body and the engine should be on tap. And as far as the chassis goes, maybe even just a repair on that. I really want to overhaul it because there is some tangible gain there. But we saw how bad that chassis was at Las Vegas. I could only imagine how bad it would have been at Atlanta, where we needed to have more speed. It's almost like we just didn't have the angles of the camber or the toe right. It just felt bad. It just felt really bad. So anyways, we've got some work to do. I will work with each and every last one of my guys, and we'll get this done. And we're going to head to Atlanta for the next race. But do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like to see me suffer. And I've been suffering the last 2 races, for that matter. We haven't found our championship form yet. We've got some work to do if we're going to find that form. And I think we will. We'll find that form at some point. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure you come and tune in for the Atlanta 500. Season is a long way from being over. We still got about 31 races to go. I'm just a little rough. And our work is cut out for us. If you believe that we can rebound, let me know down in the comments down below as well. Till next time, be easy, everybody.